British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning, it's a rainy one, so grab your cup of coffee while you listen to these news headlines at 10. I'm Kai Garcia, and this is BCIT News. Israel naval forces boarded most of the flotilla vessels attempting to enter Gaza this morning. The Global Samud flotilla is the largest yet, trying to break the blockade with more than 40 boats and 450 activists carrying humanitarian aid to Gaza. Their goal is to, quote, to break Israel's illegal siege and end ongoing genocide against Palestinian people, end quote. Dozens aboard were detained, including European lawmakers, causing widespread condemnation. Reporter Ian Pannell tells us how it went down this morning.
More than 150 activists, including Greta Thunberg, detained. Israel's foreign ministry sharing a video of Thunberg and others saying they were safe and had been escorted to an Israeli port. The Global Samud flotilla, made up of more than 40 boats, was attempting to bring aid to Gaza and open a humanitarian corridor.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer left for London this morning during a summit of European leaders in Copenhagen, amidst a terrorist attack at a Manchester synagogue yesterday. The suspect rammed his car into pedestrians and began stabbing people. 2 people were killed on the Jewish holiday Yom Kippur. One assailant was killed by officers, 2 arrests have been made by the police, and 3 people are in serious condition. Starmer spoke to the media on what extra security measures the government will take.
The attack in Manchester this morning is absolutely shocking, and all of our thoughts are with those affected. I'm on my way back to London. When I arrive, I will chair an emergency COBRA meeting. I'm already able to say that additional police assets are being deployed to synagogues across the country, and we will do everything to keep our Jewish community safe.
For Federal News, at the Senate's Foreign Affairs Committee hearing this morning, Intergovernmental Affairs Minister Dominic LeBlanc said Ottawa hopes to make progress before the formal Canada-US-Mexico Agreement, or CUSMA, review begins next year. LeBlanc said Ottawa is drawing a line on supply management, both privately and publicly, and will never put it out on the table in trade negotiations. He said Canada is also in discussions on dropping sector-specific tariffs, that they are putting pressure on Canadian industries, as he does not see a dead end in those conversations. On top of those U.S. tariffs on steel, aluminum, automobiles, copper, and goods that are not compliant under the Free Trade Pact, U.S. President Donald Trump announced an additional 10% on tariffs on Canadian lumber exports, which is already putting pressure on an industry already in decline. Our BCIT News reporter, Joe McHugh, has more.
U.S. President Donald Trump's recently announced 10% tariff increase on Canadian lumber exports will bring the total duties on Canadian lumber bound for the United States up to 45%. According to Jordan Blanchard, a controller at Central Cedar, the increase in tariffs, paired with wildfires decreasing the amount of available timber, means sawmills are being forced to lay off employees.
We have had to lay off, we have 2 lines in our plant, and we've had to lay off one line, so we're down to basically half running capacity. It wasn't half the employees, but it was about a half dozen employees or so.
As forestry-reliant jobs dry up, the impact on BC communities that rely on the health of the forestry sector will continue to suffer. Joe McHugh, BCIT News.
In other news, Falls Creek has long been known for pollution, and derelict boats say that the water is finally showing signs of improvement. Our BCIT News reporter, Cohen Sassman, has more.
Residents and marine workers say the city's program to reduce sewage and pollutions are making a difference. Mobile pump-out services now operate in the summer, and more marine life is returning to the creek.
It's constantly on the improvement. Good. It's always getting better. You see more and more sea life in there all the time. This year, for example, it is like absolutely chock full of minnows.
But despite signs of recovery, oil slicks, derelict boats, and storm drain overflow still pose serious risks to Falls Creek's water conditions. Cohen Sassman, BCIT News.
And for the weather, there will be rain this morning with temperature highs of 16 and lows of 13. I'm Kai Garcia for BCIT News.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
I knew a bit about Lightroom and Photoshop before coming into the program, but I didn't really know much about Premiere, and that kind of scared me. And so BCIT has really helped to kind of grow my skills in video editing, which is something I didn't really think I could do before and actually really enjoy now. It also taught me how to use the big cameras, so I can use more than just a DSLR now, which is very helpful as well.